Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Dear friends, the words of Jesus in this 23rd Sunday's Gospel are not easy ones to hear. Jesus tells the crowds and us that to follow him means to renounce even what we hold most dear: family, comfort, security, and possessions. These are not metaphors. Jesus is not softening his message. Instead, he is laying out the cost of discipleship as clearly and truthfully as possible. Let me tell you a story. There once lived a young man named Daniel in a small village. He had grown up in a devout family, went to church, and always said the right things. But when he came of age, Daniel inherited his father's land, a thriving vineyard that brought in more than enough to live comfortably. He enjoyed his life, he traveled through parties, and was generous, so long as it didn't inconvenience him. One day, a missionary came to the village speaking of the poor in a distant land suffering from war and hunger. He spoke of children without schools, families without homes, and churches without priests. Daniel was moved. Something in him stirred. A calling, perhaps. That night he prayed and felt God asking him to go, to serve, to give up everything. But Daniel hesitated. What about the vineyard? My parents? My comfort? The next morning he decided to help. He would donate some money and stay home. He told himself, that's enough. God wouldn't ask for more. Years passed. The missionary returned. He had grown older, but his joy had deepened. He told stories of lives transformed, villages rebuilt, faith rekindled. Daniel smiled and nodded, but inside he felt an ache, a quiet regret. He had laid a foundation but never built the tower. Dear friends, this is what Jesus is talking about. The call to discipleship is not half-hearted. It's not just about attending Mass or praying when it suits us or being generous from our surplus. It is about total surrender. Jesus is not asking us to literally hate our families, but to place Him above all, even above the people we love most. Not because they are unworthy, but because He alone is worthy of our everything. He compares discipleship to building a tower or going to war. No one starts these things without first considering the cost. Likewise, we must ask, are we willing to pay the price of following Christ? Are we willing to carry our cross, even when it is heavy, inconvenient, or misunderstood? To follow Jesus means saying yes every day, even when it hurts. It means offering not just our gifts, but our wounds, not just our Sunday mornings, but our entire lives. But remember this, the cost is great, yes, but so is the reward. Jesus doesn't call us to give everything to leave us empty. He calls us to give everything so He can fill us with something far greater, His very life, His joy, His eternal kingdom. Dear friends, let us then take up our cross, not reluctantly, but boldly, and follow Him. God bless you.